Deuteronomy chapter 32. Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain, my speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass. Because I will publish the name of Yah. Ascribe ye greatness unto our Elohim. He is the rock. His work is perfect, for all his ways are judgment. An El of truth and without iniquity. Just and right is he. They have corrupted themselves. Their spot is not the spot of his children. They are a perverse and crooked generation. Do ye thus requite Yah, O foolish people and unwise? Is not he your father that has bought you? Has he not made you and established you? Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask your father, and he will show you, your elders, and they will tell you. When El Elyon divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of men, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For Yah's portion is his people. Yaakov is the lot of his inheritance. He found him in a desert land, and in the waste howling wilderness he led him about. He instructed him. He kept him as the apple of his eye. As an eagle stirs up her nest, flutters over her young, spreads abroad her wings, takes them, bears them on her wings. So Yah alone did lead him, and there was no strange El with him. He made him ride on the high places of the earth, that he might eat the increase of the fields. And he made him to suck honey out of the rock, and oil out of the flinty rock, butter of kine, and milk of sheep, with fat of lambs, and rams of the breed of Bashan, and goats with the fat of kidneys of wheat. And you did drink the pure blood of the grape. But Yasharon waxed fat, and kicked. You are waxen fat. You are grown thick. You are covered with fatness. Then he forsook Aloha, which made him and lightly esteemed the rock of his Yeshua. They provoked him to jealousy with strange Elohim, with abominations provoked they him to anger. They sacrificed unto devils, not to Eloah, to Elohim whom they knew not, to new Elohim that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not. Of the rock that begat you, you are unmindful, and have forgotten El that formed you. And when Yah saw it, and he abhorred them, because of the provoking of his sons and of his daughters. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be, for they are a very froward generation, children in whom is no faith. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not El. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation. For a fire is kindled in my anger, and shall burn unto the lowest Sheol, and shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundations of the mountains. I will heap mischiefs upon them. I will spin my arrows upon them. They shall be burnt with hunger, and devoured with burning heat, and with bitter destruction. I will also send the teeth of beasts upon them, with the poison of serpents and of the dust. With the poison of serpents of the dust. The sword without and terror within shall destroy both the young man and the virgin, the suckling also with the man of gray hairs. I said, I would scatter them into corners. I would make the remembrance of them to cease from among men. Were it not that I feared the wrath of the enemy, lest their adversaries should behave themselves strangely, and lest they should say, Our hand is high, and Yah has not done all this. For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end. How should one chase 1,000, and two put 10,000 to flight, except their rock had sold them, and Yah had shut them up? For their rock is not as our rock, even our enemies themselves being judges. For their vine is of the vine of Sedom, and of the fields of Amorah. Their grapes are grapes of gall, their clusters are bitter. Their wine is the poison of dragons, and the cruel venom of asps. Is not this laid up in store with me, and sealed up among my treasures? To me belongs vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due times, for the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them make haste. For Yah shall judge his people and repent himself for his servants, when he sees that their power is gone and there is none shut up or left. And he shall say, where are their Elohim, their rock in whom they trusted, which did eat the fat of their sacrifices and drank the wine of their drink offerings? Let them rise up and help you and be your protection. See now that even I am he, and there is no Elohim with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I whet my glittering sword and my hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and will reward them that hate me. I will make my arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the slain and of the captives, from the beginning of revenges upon the enemy. Rejoice, O ye nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants, and will render vengeance to his adversaries, and will be merciful unto his land and to his people. And Moshe came and spoke all the words of this song in the ears of the people, he and Husha the son of Nun. And Moshe made an end of speaking all these words to all Israel, and he said unto them, set your hearts unto all the words which I testify among you this day, which ye shall command your children to guard to do all the words of this Torah. For it is not a vain thing for you, because it is your life. And through this thing ye shall prolong your days in the land, whither ye go over Yarden to possess it. And Yah spoke unto Moshe that self same day, saying, get you up into this mountain of Uriam, unto Mount Nebo, which is in the land of Moab, that is over against Jericho. And behold, the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Israel for a possession. And die in the mount whither you go up, and be gathered unto your people, as Aaron your brother died in Mount Hor, and was gathered unto his people, because ye transgressed against me among the children of Israel at the waters of Meribah Kadesh, in the wilderness of Sin, because ye sanctified me not in the midst of the children of Israel. Yet you shall see the land before you, but you shall not go thither unto the land which I have given the children of Israel. Deuteronomy chapter 33. And this is the blessing wherewith Moshe the man of Elohim blessed the children of Israel before his death. And he said, Yah came from Sinai and rose up from Seir unto them. He shined forth from Mount Paran, and he came with 10,000s of Kadeshim. From his right hand went a fiery law for them. Yeah, he loved the people. All his Kadeshim are in your hand, and they sat down at your feet. Every one shall receive of your words. Moshe commanded us a Torah, even the inheritance as of the assembly of Yaakov. And he was king in Yeshurun, when the heads of the people in the tribes of Israel were gathered together. Let Reuben live and not die, and let not his men be few. And this is the blessing of Yehuda. And he said, hear Yah, the voice of Yehuda, and bring him unto his people. Let his hands be sufficient for him, and be you a help to him from his enemies. And of Levi he said, let your Tumiim and your Uriim be with your Kadeshi, whom you did prove at Makkah, and with whom you did strive at the waters of Meribah, who said unto his father and to his mother, I have not seen him, neither did he acknowledge his brethren, nor knew his own children, for they have guarded your word and kept your covenant. They shall teach Yaakov your judgments, and Yesharel your Torah. They shall put incense before you, and whole burnt sacrifice upon your altar. Bless Yah his substance, and accept the work of his hands. Smite through the loins of them that rise against him, and of them that hate him, and they rise not again. And of Benjamin he said, the beloved of Yah shall dwell in safety by him, and Yah shall cover him all the day long, and he shall dwell between his shoulders. And of Joseph he said, blessed of Yah be his land for the precious things of heaven, for the dew, and for the deep that couches beneath, and for the precious fruits brought forth by the sun, and for the precious things put forth by the moon, and for the chief things of the ancient mountains, and for the precious things of the lasting hills, and for the precious things of the earth and fullness thereof, and for the good will of him that dwelt in the bush. Let the blessing come upon the head of Joseph, and upon the top of the head of him that was separated from his brethren. His glory is like the firstling of his bullock, and his horns are like the horns of unicorns. And with them he shall push the people together to the ends of the earth, and they are the 10,000 of Ephraim, and they are the thousands of Manasseh. And of Zebulun he said, Rejoice, Zebulun, in your going out, in Issachar, in your tent. They shall call the people unto the mountain. There they shall offer sacrifices of righteousness, for they shall suck of the abundance of the seas, and of treasures hid in the sand. And of Gad he said, Blessed be he that enlarges Gad. He dwells as a lion, and tears the arm with the crown of the head. And he provided the first part for him, because there in a portion of the Torah giver was he seated. And he came with the heads of the people, and he executed the justice of Yah, and his judgments with Israel. And of Dan he said, Dan is a lion's whelp, he shall leap from Bashan. And of Naphtali he said, O Naphtali, satisfied with favor, and full with the blessing of Yah, possess you the west and the south. And of Asher he said, Let Asher be blessed with children, let him be acceptable to his brethren, and let him dip his foot in oil. Your shoes shall be iron and brass, and as your days so shall your strength be. There is none like unto El of Yasharan, who rides upon the heavens in your help, and in his excellency on the sky. The eternal Elohim is your refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. And he shall thrust out the enemy from before you, and shall say, Destroy them. Israel then shall dwell in safety alone. The fountain of Yaakov shall be upon a land of grain and wine. Also his heavens shall drop down dew. Happy are you, O Israel, who is like unto you, O people saved by Yah, the shield of your help, and who is the sword of your excellency. And your enemies shall be found liars unto you, and you shall tread upon their high places. Deuteronomy chapter 34. And Moshe went up from the plains of Moab unto the mountain of Nebo, to the top of Pisgah, that is over against Jericho. And Yah showed him all the land of Gilead unto Dan, and all Naphtali in the land of Ephraim and Manasseh, and all the land of Yehudah unto the utmost sea, and the Negev, and the plain of the valley of Jericho, the city of palm trees unto Soar. And Yah said unto him, This is the land which I swore unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, saying, I will give it unto your seed. I have caused you to see it with your eyes, but you shall not go over thither. So Moshe, the servant of Yah, died there in the land of Moab, according to the word of Yah. And he buried him in the valley. And he buried him in a valley in the land of Moab, over against Bet Peor. But no man knows his sepulchre unto this day. And Moshe was 120 years old when he died. His eye was not dim, nor his natural force abated. And the children of Israel wept for Moshe in the plains of Moab 30 days, for the days of weeping and mourning for Moshe were ended. And Yahusha the son of Nun was full of the ruach of wisdom, for Moshe had laid his hands upon him, and the children of Israel hearkened unto him, did as Yah commanded Moshe. And there arose not a prophet since in Israel like unto Moshe, whom Yah knew face to face, in all the signs and the wonders which Yah sent him to do in the land of Mizraim to Pharaoh, and to all his servants, and to all his land, and in all the mighty hand, and in all the great terror which Moshe showed in the sight of all Israel.